Hi guys, this is skittflash here, and welcome back to Let's Play Okami Blind. In the last part, we got all the dogs. We technically didn't get all the dogs, but we got all their orbs. Now we've met all the dogs. So now we can finally return back to the village, the other village, and claim our reward and hopefully start a next dungeon. I'm gonna have to flat out say right now that this is a re-recording. I stupidly forgot to actually record the freaking game. So now I have to do this all over again. And luckily I'm super. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Who are you? Okay. Just gonna pretend I didn't see that. Luckily I didn't actually. I actually didn't. I didn't go on an entire recording binge. I'm super glad I only recorded one part because if I had recorded like 4 parts and just realized that I was being absolutely stupid, man, that would have really sucked. But luckily I only recorded one part, so I'll just have to redo what I did. So that's not that bad. I'm just gonna, relive all these things. First of all is going to Mr. Dojo Man's house to learn some new dojo moves. And I can just skip all this because I didn't even read it the first time. And what I learned is that you have to actually do the move at least once to actually bail. That's perfectly understandable, but I thought I could bail. Turns out you couldn't. Switch into the rosary beads, don't even, and which I don't think is as good as the weapon I have now, especially because I have magic dust on my weapon. But if you, oh no, just gotta rapidly flail it in passionate timing, and look how much combos you rack up, man, like god. There's a 52 hit combo. I'm gonna assume that that's not actually that powerful of an attack. Instead it just it's a lot of damage, even though every single hit doesn't do that much damage. But still, it's always nice to see a super huge combo like that. Also, I learned that reflectors can be used as reflectors, which is blah. So yeah, there's that. The whole reason I decided to actually only record one episode instead of go on a binge was actually because it's super hot in my room and I actually couldn't stand it. So I opened my door to hopefully cool down the room a bit. The only problem with that is it cools down the room at the expense of making letting the mosquitoes in, which would slowly drive me into which is slowly gonna drive me into an insanity. But anywho's, I bought some mermaid coins off screen just because it's nice to have those teleporting items, and they only gave me one. So I learned that's how you actually use mermaid coins. Nothing about the water power-up has anything to do with that. You just need the mermaid coins, which we didn't have previously, and it can teleport you to any location. And you know what? I'm actually gonna go, instead of to Taka Pass, which would be... No, I'm not gonna go to Salsa Sanctuary. Just because that's far away and out of the way. I honestly am dropping the ball here, because I don't know where Salsa Sanctuary is. I know I've been there before. I'm pretty sure it's the Sparrow Inn. Except it's not the Sparrow Inn, because the Sparrow Inn is the Sparrow Inn. So what's Salsa Sanctuary? That has me so confused that you don't even know. But anywho's, I will meet you back at the entrance to the dog house, because yeah, dog stuff. So here we are at the Satomi house. I saw this treasure chest underwater, and I still have no idea what you do about those things like that. I saw one at Kamiki Village as well, a lot earlier in the game. And I don't think any that I don't think we can do anything about that just yet. I think that's a different power up. Because there's nothing, water doesn't really do jack to that. So I'm just gonna pretend I didn't see that until I get the power up that's necessary for it. So here are all the the dogs. Tardiness is unacceptable. What a hypocrite. That's funny. So yeah. Oh wow, he can see our red marks. Maybe. Who knows who? Apparently that's questionable. Why it's my favorite, wolf and bug. Okay, enough. Yeah, okay. So, we're still missing the 3 K9 warriors, but something's different about them. Yeah. They're actually pretty chill. They don't actually want to leave where they're at right now. Right? That's what you have to say. You found them? Well, yeah. It was kind of a long story. It took like 4 parts. But instead they gave us the power orbs because, we're awesome. I did sense that they changed in some way. Yeah, their hearts didn't beat as one. Maybe they had a fateful encounter during their journey. Perhaps strong bonds, perhaps level 10 social links, keep them from leaving wherever they're at right now. but I have one wish: to protect them under the peace of their new master. Yes, how honorable. But here are the 3 orbs you're missing. I just realized those 3 orbs are the ones that are missing color. So now we have brought back color to these orbs. There are 2 greens. That seems incredibly redundant. Yes, now we have them. Now we can break Crimson Helm's barrier. So that's what those do. I was wondering about that actually. It's like the Chaos Emeralds, but there are 8 of them, and a lot of them are the same color. Oh no, now they're different. There's green. Yeah, whatever happened? There's green and then light green, I guess. They changed. How could this be? Really? That's what you're wondering? Why are they spinning? Oh, we're their new master, apparently. What are you talking about, lady? One does not choose the orb life. The orb life chooses you. Heirlooms at the Satomi house, after whom you said, yeah, okay, so this is... We are now the masters of the Satomi power orbs. How does that make you feel, dog? Eat it. Eat this. It will give you strength. Ooh, really? I didn't know he gives us stuff. Oh, food. That's not that useful. But I'm glad I get the support from the dogs. So yeah, the whole reason I've actually kind of failed, like, you know, recording what I recorded is actually because I was doing a new recording style, which I'm actually showing off right now. If it seems any better, that would kind of be why. It's not magnificently better, but it's something noticeable, I hope. Hopefully it doesn't make things worse. That would absolutely suck. I did see a monkey somewhere over here the last time I've been here. I hear you, monkey, hiding behind a rock. So let's feed that monkey, because we're actually really close to upgrading whatever we want to upgrade next. This actually makes me wonder, what is Inkpot? Inkpot. When is the next Inkpot? 250. Okay, yeah, not too far away. I really do think I probably should be upgrading my health. That'd probably be the responsible thing to do. But I haven't been dying yet. That's a dirty lie. I've actually been getting my ass kicked from time to time. But I've also been running out of ink more than I've actually been dying, so, you know, there's that. I love how these orbs can't even keep up with me. Come on, step it up. You're supposed to be like Chaos Emeralds. You can't keep up with, you know, Sonic. What are you gonna do? Susanoo-style sleepy monk hidden sake. Okay. He's talking very loud in his sleep. Oh, spirit who defiles my sword, I am closer than ever. I thought that I was pretty sure that was just us. But maybe it's an actual spirit, who knows? Eventually you'll find a way in, or you could actually, you know, take initiative and go after a dog fetch quest and actually earn your way through this barrier like we have. And it's a ghost. How are you? How is it that you can see me? Because we are gods. I'm Yatsu, the earthbound spirit who haunts this area, the mother of all spirits. Long has it been since any have ventured this way. Earthbound spirit Yatsu. This guy is just rockin', isn't he? My eyes have failed me, I can no longer see. In this judged state, his inner eye can judge the person's true form. And we're a maiden. I completely forget about that because this is Amaterasu. She is a goddess. I sometimes overlook that fact. Mostly because you're a dog. But you know, still. This is no place for a maiden such as you. Aw, are you kidding? Are you kidding? That's the funniest thing I've ever heard. Haha. And you're a little booger. Yeah. Is the village to meet its end at last? What? You're not talking about me. Hardly anyone has visited Gale Shrines and has been cursed. Except that guy. Who's crazy. Alone in the shrine's entrance, but his feet is filled with nightmares that make him cry out. Is it actually an evil force? Is it a spirit? I doubt that. Maybe he just has some, you know, bad nightmares. Oh, he's been like that since the time he's helped Kushi, huh? That's interesting. I sense an intense power. Oh yes, the Satomi orbs. I totally have those. Fair aid, and the orbs would only choose the one who is our savior. Awesome. The 4 colors that are all kind of the same. There's green and light green, and then there's purple and light purple. I guess they're not that. I guess like it's just like a rainbow, except they're just the colors are positioned in such a way where they don't really stand out that well. Like a rainbow would. The crimson helm emerged from the pool of the beast's blood. That's very creepy. I'm pretty sure Susanoo formed from when Izanagi washed his face, but whatever. Japan and their weird myths. Wait. The door opened to the Gale Shrine? Now, how are you gonna take credit for this one, Susano? Finally communicated with the gods. I thought so. You shall, yeah, undo the curse of your sword, or whatever it is. No, Pops, wait. And this guy says the exact same thing, even though, he has a new triangle. Not sure why that is. But anywho's, we are now in... Oh, I guess the second part of the dungeon. Or the first part. It's like a mine. Reminds me of Tales of Xillia. Mostly because I just really want to LP Tales of Xillia, but the problem with that is it's another incredibly long game. And like every single game I want to LP nowadays. Okay, so more treasure chests underwater. Not sure what we're doing. Whoa, God, how did that even happen? Not sure what we do with those, but those exist. So, you know, those have me questioning what do. Anywho's, we go through this tunnel because I've played this dungeon before. But even the first time I did this is I'm doing exactly what I did last time, albeit with slightly less mistakes. And the only mistakes I did make last part was just trying to bail the master. And then there's this guy, whose existence is totally confusing me. This is the Chimera, apparently. I had to check that in the bestiary. He looks like a water... He's a water kettle, so you think, you know, hey, let's just use that water attack that we just got. No, that's not actually the solution to this. You actually want to... oh, God. I did not realize that. Just how powerful this reflector is. Jeez. Like, when I used my, oh wow, I didn't realize that those guys hurt me either. When I used the rosary beads on this guy, it did like barely any damage. Yeah, we barely did damage too. I'm beginning to think damage is the damage we take. That makes slightly more sense, or maybe it's the damage done. Who knows? Don't really care. We get a key out of that, or a divine arrow, more specifically. But yeah. You'd think you'd use the water power on them because you just got the water power up and these guys are water-based enemies, but no, you just use a bomb, stun them, and turn them, like, make them lose their color, and then, you know, hurt them. And yeah, it's sort of, it's trippy, but whatever, it works. It does the job. And I'm totally getting Twilight Princess vibes over here with these fans and the bridges. Reminds me of the very first dungeon. Except this is in fact the second dungeon, and look at this guy, freaking out. He knows his days are coming to an end. You are done. Okay, so now we just kill the key. That was lovely. And I'm gonna save. I'm gonna save over the file that I originally saved over, because again, how much progress did I actually lose? About 22 minutes. That's not that bad. Again, I've already almost made them up already. But first of all, let's kill some of these pots, because, you know, pots never lead innocent lives. And whenever we can get 500 yen like that, it's always a nice thing to have. Of course, whenever we can do power slash with my Wiimote freaking out like that, that's always even better. But, you know, whatever. Not gonna argue, because we have money. No, I guess it's food in the form of money, because it saves us money. And here's 1, 2, 3, each knee song, Totsu Futatsu Mitsu, whatever you want to call it. After examining it, you just make a bomb. The most sorry excuse for a bomb I've ever seen in my days. And that will take you, it explodes, to floor 2. So yeah, ancient Japanese, feudal Japanese elevator, run by cherry bombs. Man, them and their technology, isn't it crazy? So this guy, I think this is a not avoidable enemy, especially because he was blue, so maybe that's an indication. Why is that as horrible as it is? You just gonna push the bomb to you, because there we go. So when I hit them, yeah, the water spilled out, so maybe that's the whole, that'd be the reason why. Okay, Wiimote, now is not the time. So I'm gonna guess that's why we got hurt whenever I tried to attack him with the whatever. But whatever, so that works really well actually. You just hit him once with the reflector and then slash him. Because the last time I did this, I had to do like, the cycle had to last 3 times. Of course then you screw up on things like that, and then, you know, nothing works well. My Wiimote is just doing whatever today, isn't it? Fire breath. What is happening, and why aren't you exploding? But yeah, so that was... Oh, no, okay, apparently I am gonna have to do a third thing. Why do I have the thinnest brushstrokes of all time, and I'm also on fire? That's not cool at all. Just just die already, please. And no water for you. Oh wait, Demon Fangs. Okay, so it is Power Slash. That's interesting. I thought I tried Power Slash before. Oh god, I accidentally turned the volume up. That'd be a bad thing to do. But anywho's, yes, now we get another key out of that. I'm actually really ahead of my recording before. This is where I ended off the recording, with this key and the save point, because I was at like 22 minutes. But now that I'm not at 22 minutes, where do I go? What do I do? Like, how do I go to oh no, don't want to do that, for one thing. I think I want to go to floor 3. I feel like that's where stuff is at. But how do I get to floor 3? Do I just... Oh, I probably just lay a second bomb. That would make the most sense. Did I leave the key there? I think I did leave the key there. Yeah, I don't think that's... That might be incredibly bad. So I guess I'm not using the key for that. Let's try this. Okay, now the key is not even there in the first place. Did I possibly just totally F things up? I might have. That scares the living crap out of me. I will cut until I find this key. Hey, here's the key. It was in my mouth the whole time. How goofy. Why didn't I not notice that? But whatever, I wasn't fast enough. So now that I know I wasn't just tripping, I was holding the key. I guess they won't let you keep the key down there on the floor. Whatever's. So just do it fast enough, and now we can actually go to the 3rd floor through this method, if I can actually make a bomb properly, which would be a problem. So cool. Now we're making progress. Now this is back to being a blind LP, because I haven't gotten this far. Ooh, everything's black. That's sketch. Oh, and there's a key there, right there. Didn't I ended the part because I thought it'd take super long to actually fetch that key, but I guess not. Guess everything's out for the better. And now there are more fire I can't necessarily actually douse, because I don't really have any water nearby. I don't really have a water weapon. That'd be nifty. Weapon made over water in which I could use water at any moment in time. But that's not the case so far. So for now, let's just break these pots. For more food, I'm loving that. More money the better. Hey, birds. These birds are cool, right? Can I feed these birds? Nope, they just look like evil hawk bird things. Whatever, I'll let them live their lives. They're not demons. I don't think I've ever fought. That's a dirty lie. I just finished fighting like 5 different dogs. I was about to say I didn't fight any like natural animals that weren't demons. Okay, so this looks like a really cool place where I'm gonna get a consolation or something. Right? We're at the top of the windmill. This seems like, I mean, we hit a dead end. We can't go anywhere else without a wind power-up, so what could we possibly get? Now that's one big windmill. I saw it from down the village, but I had no idea it was this big. Really? I guess that. Hey, what's that? It's swirling round in the front of the big windmill. It's evil wind. Yeah, it's black and foreboding. It's evident there's wind being forced in the opposite direction from where it's supposed to be going. That swirling air is what stopped the windmill? Oh, that's interesting. Maybe that's why the divine wind stopped blowing. So, it must be the work of that crimson helm. How do we get rid of it? Really? We just... When were we able to make wind? We didn't get this power. What is this? Okay. Cool. God, why does that happen? That's just weird. But again, why we can make wind is totally beyond me. Wiimote. Oh, give me a break. You already know how to do it. Just do what you did before. Yeah, you see, the problem is when my Wiimote doesn't know what is it doing? Whatever. If it still works, don't bother. That's incredibly disorienting, but whatever. And I'm gonna assume consolation, right? Do we even need a consolation? Apparently we can make wind this whole time, which is news to me. But let's at least get the power up to make it game official, right? So we can make wind anywhere. Besides just where, like, you know, apparently gods can make it. Yes, we fixed the windmill. Alright. Now does that make everything alright again? It should, shouldn't it? It's starting to spin. Alright. So, what about the Crimson Helm? We still have to kill him, don't we? The divine wind is blowing. I sure hope this drives away the evil down in Kusa village. Yeah, hopefully. Oh yeah, here we go. Consolation. No, now what? Yeah, who would have thought? Let's get a power we just used. But whatever. So, alright then. In the next time, we will be doing this consolation thing. Last time I only recorded one part, but I guess I just backed myself into a corner, didn't I? So until then, this has been Skitflash. Hope you've enjoyed watching. Bye!